Hey, what is going on? How's everybody doing? Welcome to another edition. Hold on. I had to wet my whistle for this one. Wet my whistle for this one. So, I'm just coming at you with an episode today. I'm in Austin, Texas. As you can see, it's not my normal surroundings. So, I've been thinking about this all day long. So, it's like anything that I'm thinking about this much, I got to get it out on the camera, talk about it. Then I can go do the workout that I was supposed to be going to do. I know people are going to say, no, you're not going to work out. A lot of my friends will be like, no, you're not about to go work out. I really was going to work out, but I thought that this had to be talked about first. Like, I know this person, like I'm best friends. Like, we just got to talk about it. So I'm sitting on the plane today, and I'm traveling and stuff like that, trying to get to my next place. And I look on my thing, and I'm like, I see this long, like, because I follow Tamar Braxton on Instagram. So I see this long spiel about something. Actually, it was last night. I was sitting down in my room before I went to bed, and I was scrolling through Instagram, and I saw something, a very long spiel from Tamar about people being backstabbers and that you should trust, watch who's smiling in your face. And if somebody's smiling in your face, be very careful because, they might be looking for you to fall at the very first minute. So there were all these different speculations, and people were all thinking about who she could have been talking about. It could have been, maybe it was Benzino and his wife, or it could have been April and her husband from that were on Braxton Family Values that had a quick, they was just off the show like this. Like, it wasn't even a break. Like, it was on one show, next show they was gone. So I know they had run into some troubles back in the day because when Tamar got sick from Days from the Stars, I guess they didn't visit her in the hospital, or they weren't as close as a best friend supposed to be. So I'm sitting up there, and we're like, people are racking their brains trying to figure out what's going on. And so I go to sleep on it, and I'm not even thinking about it. I don't ponder over anything because, like I said, they're not paying my bills. They're not doing this, not doing that. But I like to keep up with what's going on because it's a show that I watched. My last episode, I was just talking about how I went to go visit the Real and how I had a great time there, about the chemistry that they had together, all of these different things. And then something crazy like this that we find out today might have happened. We still don't know. It's not, well, the Real, I guess, confirmed that Tamar will not be returning for the third season of the Real because she wants to pursue her singing endeavors, and she wants to be a solo artist only. She doesn't want to do this on the side. But Tamar's Instagram tells a whole different story about what is going on with this whole thing. So I'm sitting there racking my brain, like, why would she have been kicked off? So then I travel back to my visit to the Real, and me sitting down watching the show The Real, and I was sitting there, and I'm just like, man, it's like I'm just sitting there, and I'm just thinking, like, so, okay, I know when I was at the Real, and I did not talk about this on the last one because I don't like to make it seem like, there wasn't tension on the set. But from my observation, I'm going to tell you briefly, as I was sitting there in the meeting, not in the meeting, but at the show, what actually happened. So there were two different instances that happened as we were sitting there. I was with my brother and his fiance, and we're sitting down, and the first one was, I guess, Tamar was doing a cooking section, and oh, by the way, my thing came on May 19th, so I was real geeked to see myself like dancing on TV and stuff like that. Anyway, so Tamar was sitting up there, and I guess she was supposed to come in on a certain count. They were like 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I guess the producer told her to come in on 3 or 4 or something like that, and she came in on like 2. And they stopped the camera, and then her and another lady start going back and forth. I guess this lady was either, I don't know, she might have been like executive producer or something like that, or another lady that's the director of the show. They start going back and forth about what's going on. Like, they're like, okay, I was supposed to come in on such and such and such, and then she was like, no, I wasn't. And then the producer or not the producer, but whoever the director of the show, she starts walking towards Tamar. Tamar's just like, no, don't come in, just let's go, let's get this going. And I mean, it's professional. She wants to keep rolling because, they want to get stuff done, and they don't want to hold up the taping and the recording process. So I can see why she did that. So it goes on. Tamar does it flawlessly the second time. She's done. They get it done. So we fast forward a little bit later on, and I guess Jeannie Mai and Lonnie were sitting down. Now, when I'm thinking back on this, it all makes kind of sense to me now. So how they kind of Jeannie Mai and Lonnie really stuck together a lot on the show, and then it's like Tamar, Adrian, and Tamara's kind of neutral. That were all, they were kind of like the group there too. So they were sitting down there, and it was just Jeannie and Lonnie talking and chatting, and then Jeannie Mai misses her cue. And then they say, well, cut. And Tamar's like, for real, dog? Like, seriously? Are you serious? Like, come on. Like, be ready. Like, that's basically what she was saying. Like, be ready. It's about business. You up here chit-chatting, and you need to be about your business. So, again, I get why, Tamar, she says it like she means it. And that's what people are either going to love or they're going to hate. So Jeannie Mai and Tamar always look like they got along, though. So that's the crazy part about it. Either they were really faking the funk really bad or really hard, or they really did not like each other. Even Lonnie Love and Tamar came out holding hands every single show when they came out. She gave her a little spin, and that was about it. So I really didn't understand, like, where this was all coming from. So then I start thinking back, and then it all just starts clicking with me and making sense. Like, maybe this was something that was used to maybe get her off. Like, she didn't get along with some people on the set, and they wanted to ease her right along. We don't know. That's the thing I want to make clear. Even though I'm talking about this is only speculation, I'm talking about what I saw when I was sitting there in the audience and we were watching the show in general. So it really goes to show, you know what I'm saying? And I love, Tamar is one of my favorite singers. She is one of my favorite Braxtons, hands down. And to me, the show, it's not going to, even though they have an awesome cast, to me, there's nobody that can actually replace the energy and the things that Tamar actually brings to the show and brought to the show. And many people watch the show just because of her. Even during the time when she was gone and she was sick, I didn't watch the reel at all. I had turned it off. So it's like there are certain things that there is a thing that's called, when you connect with somebody, when you connect with a group of people, when you have chemistry, even though it may be fake, it looks like real chemistry on the thing, and it just jives. So this has happened at The View. They managed to roll through with The View, and then this has happened at The Talk when Holly Robinson and Pete got booted off, and then they had to jive a whole new group together. So with these type of shows, you cannot change the formula by that much to where that's going to affect the whole kit and caboodle. So to me, if this is true and everything is going down like it is, I probably am not going to be watching the reel. I probably won't want to go to a live show. I probably will not be tuning in for even the first episode of the third season. That's just me personally, because I feel like the energy and everything that they have together is magic. And that should have never been tampered with or destroyed. And it always happens like this when you're getting on a roll. They got 4 Grammys. They was doing good. They was rolling right along. And then stupidity happens and egos start getting in the way and different things start breaking people apart. So I really, really, with all my heart, hope that it's not true that we know it's true now, but Tamar's not going to be returning for season 3, and I still can't fathom the show without having her in it. So I wish them the best of luck, because Tamara has been so wonderful. She has been awesome on the show. I enjoy watching her. She wears her heart on her sleeve. She's an awesome, awesome person. I really didn't ever... I hate to say it, but I really didn't ever care for Jeannie Mai. I mean, on the show, she does her impersonation of her mother, which is really funny. But to me, she really didn't click to me with the show from the very beginning, and that's my personal opinion about it. I loved Adrian. I loved Lonnie. I hope it's not true, but we do know that Tamar has now removed Lonnie Love and Jeannie Mai from who she's following on Instagram right now. Lonnie's kind of acting like she doesn't know what's going on. Lonnie, come on, you know what's going on. It's not a big secret. You can't act oblivious like you don't know that Tamar's off the show. The producers just announced that she will not be returning for the third season, and now you want to be all mum about it. At least you would be putting up something about, we're gonna miss Tamar so much. We want to see her come. That's usually what somebody does if they're really wanting somebody to be, not leaving the show. it's bittersweet. So something is going on. They're not talking about it, but you're gonna go down in flames, and it's gonna eventually come to the light if y'all don't get this together. So I wanted to talk about it before. I know Wendy is gonna tear this up tomorrow on the Wendy Williams show, because Lonnie was just sitting on her couch on Friday. Well, he probably recorded it on Thursday, but she was just sitting on her couch. And I was supposed to go to that show too on Thursday. I had tickets for it, but I didn't go. But she was just sitting on her couch and just mum be the word. And she didn't say nothing about nothing. Just acting like everything was normal. The reel is going to be fine. It's going to be cool and dandy. But I can see why the reel is sending out all these emails about, okay, let's try to get people, audience members in ahead in advance. They've already started sending out stuff about be on a waiting list for season 3, not letting us know that Tamar ain't going to be there next season. I would be taking my reservation right back. Like, no, I won't be there. I will not be attending that. But anyway, so I just wanted to go ahead and let y'all know about this. I had to get it out of my head because it was just like, oh my gosh, Tamar not returning to the show that, I mean, Tamar's been balling. I mean, she'll be fine with or without it. Braxton Family Values is a #1 hit show. Tamar and Vince is doing well. Her album, she just got nominated for a Grammy. But let me just say, Tamar, you keep doing your thing. If you don't ever hear this video, or if a Tamartian hears it, please pass this video along to her. Let her know that she is going to be missed so much. But we can't wait to hear new music. We can't wait to see what lies ahead for you. You know, and I just I can't hate Tamar. You know, and she's infectious. I really hope to meet her one day. And thank you so much, Tamar. If you see this, thank you so much for at least acknowledging me when I was at the reel, when you came up and like touched me on my shoulder. I was a little geeked. A little bit, a little something. But anyway, I will talk to you all soon. Wait, y'all need to get into this really quickly. Let me see if I can pick this up. And I don't want you to see, like, it's not really messy, but look, I got a little view. I'm like at the University of Texas. You go a little window view, little window something, and then we come over here and we see a little, you know, I know I get darker on the screen when you see a little something out here, and then my little nice little, you know, oh, I got my clothes all over my ironing board. See, I do iron now. I iron now. And then, you know, little something. Why am I doing this? I don't understand why I'm doing this. Anyway, nice little bathroom, little shower, stand up, you know. I mean, I love it. I love my job, you guys. If y'all can't tell, I love what I do. I would never trade it for the world. So thank you for joining me for another edition of Deluxe Day Dishin, and I will be talking to you all very, 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 very soon. Coming out with another video. Wonderful speaking with y'all. Holla back.